There we go. It looks better now. I was wanting to work. Awesome. Hey, Nicholas, how you doing? There we go. It looks better now. I was wanting. Hey, Nicholas. There we go. Well, we're having problems with the setup this morning, guys. Guess I'm doing a full 3 hours instead of 2 hours today. I'm not gonna. So let's get started, guys. Oh, welcome to Kohl Outdoors, guys. We're going to be doing a 3-hour special today. So good morning, Nicholas. Good morning, Evan Outdoors. Good morning, MD Outdoors. Good morning, Fishing Freak. Good morning, KB2011. Good morning, Sean Smith. Good morning, AT Outdoors. And I might want to go take it off screen share. It's going to be one of those morning guys, so how you doing? Oh, thanks for jumping up here for a few minutes. We got about 4.5 to 5 inches of snow on the ground here from last night, and it's still kind of coming down. So here's what we're going to do. In a little bit here, we're going to have Yank Your Crank on today, and we're going to have Grant McIntosh. But I'm here like an hour early, so I'm not expecting anyone to be out of bed yet. Yay! You passed 500 Frozen Art. Congratulations. Fearless Soul, welcome. Fearless Soul, if you've never been here before, don't be scared to hit that red button underneath my name. And everyone needs to hit those thumbs up, guys. I'm still sitting at 0 thumbs ups on my end. We haven't done an live stream in a long time. I just sat here and talked to you guys. Sorry, guys, getting coffee. There we go. Some good old-fashioned coffee. Whatever the girls get this, I made them go out and shovel the driveways. They have 3 to do. The girls got driveway shoveling day time. So I got myself a small cup of coffee. So make sure you guys have the host. We have 7 people in the house, guys. So let's just tweet this out. Let's share it out. Let's do everything we can possibly do to get as many people in here as we can. I'm going to share this out on my other social medias. Starting with this one here. So I'm going to start with the Blue Wrench Mob. So if you don't know the Blue Wrench Mob, guys, everyone go check out the Blue Wrench Mob. We got to go to Kohl Outdoors. Twitter. And now let's go over to here. There. I missed something. Okay, guys, now I'm here full time. We got 5 people watching. Wow. Oh, that's okay. I'm the outdoors. Hey, my brother's in the house. Hey, Jay, how you doing? Yo, Swampy Acres Homestead. Awesome channel you got there. We are kind of looking at Tawas Bay sunrise right now over the lighthouse on Tawas Bay. Snowy. So let's see here. Let's see here. There we go. I'll just post that up to him and see if he jumps in. Disney World Adventures. Hey. So we're going to do channel reviews today. We're going to do some things to grow channels. We're going to have a panel running. We got the phone number. Oh, it's underneath that. You can't read. Can you guys read the phone number? Yeah, I should be able to. What's up, Dangerous Criminals? What's wrong, Ray? Okay. So the phones are open, guys. Before I say that, I should go check at the door if the phone's open.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? I started early. I don't know if you're gonna jump right in or not.
Yeah, I didn't know what time you were gonna go. I knew you said 10, but I didn't know for sure.
Yeah, we're live right now. I jumped on early. Actually, I went to create this and it kept not working right, so I just went live straight from there. And when I went live straight from there, so we jumped right into here. So I started adding the people who are going to be on this chat with me. Help me entertain these people.
Are they going right now?
Oh yeah, we're going.
Awesome.
Well, it kept saying when I set it up for it in the future, it kept saying it would go in there. It says video unavailable for I wanted to go and do the edit, so I had to just start the show to make edits.
Oh, okay.
Hate it when that happens.
Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna try and get this set up a little bit better.
Hey, from zero to Homestead. Yeah, we're gonna have the famous hot seat today. We're gonna do channel reviews.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, everyone's doing good. Goober. Hey, Goober keeps changing his name. He was Wilderness Outdoors at one time. Now he's back to Goober.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw he went to Wildlife Outdoors and then back to. Yeah, that's cool.
You only can do that so many times in 6 months, right?
I'm not sure how that works. I think so. I think you're only allowed to change your name like so many times, and then they start like. Then it freezes up.
Yeah. It's really not a good thing to do at the end in the long run because you damage your brand every time you change your name.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things to where like if you change it too much and people don't know, like the one good thing that I saw that he did was he kept the little logo the same.
Yeah.
So at least by looking at that logo, it's like a branding. You knew it was him. But yeah, overall, that's probably not a good thing to change your branding up like that, unless it's just like a major change.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Brenda Klein? I'm doing awesome. Yeah, and yeah, you see, I go anywhere on YouTube and I have the only symbol like that. It stands out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And it's done on purpose.
Yeah.
Fearless Soul is in here.
What is?
I think I met them last night.
Who's that?
Fearless Soul.
Okay.
I met him on the 100 Explorers stream last night, which was an awesome stream.
Nice.
I think I met them last night.
Nice. Who's that? Give me 1 sec. Sorry, man. I'm trying to still set everything up and get it all like good. Sorry, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't expecting you to jump straight on.
Yeah,
I was sending out invitations.
yeah, I didn't know. I clicked it on my phone, and all of a sudden, it started live streaming. I was like, "What's going on?"
I wasn't quite. I haven't sent Grant his yet. I need to let him know I'm gonna send him one. And last time I sent him one, it was Sunday morning. Sent him one about this time, and he was still laying in bed half naked.
Yeah.
Usually, when we have guests on, he'll get on. We'll get on and we'll chat about what's going to happen during the live stream.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that where Grant was just laying down in bed.
But today, I mean, it forced me to come on live before I could set stuff up. So,
what you were talking about? So you guys have salmon there as well?
Oh yeah, the lake trout.
Awesome.
Depends on what you want to catch.
Yeah, that's cool, man. We've got trout. I mean, we've got like brown trout and rainbows that are stocked. There's some that are starting to become like a natural wild. Like there's some places where they've stocked them enough that they're surviving and they're actually a breeding population now. But just a couple places in the state, not a whole lot.
Oh yeah, we have more fish types here than anywhere in the country. It feels like, anyways.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm gonna bite my tongue because someone in Florida is gonna say, "Well, if you go off the shore, you can go off to the salt water."
Yeah, saltwater has a bunch. I mean, that's and the thing about saltwater. You never know what you're going to catch either. It's like you go out there and it's just you throw. I mean, you can catch anything.
Oh yeah.
Which where you're at, there's some big lakes that are about the same size as the ocean.
Have you ever been up here?
No, I just know about the lakes up there. I know some people who have been up that way.
Well, I had when I was in college, I had a roommate, and he was a foreign exchange student who decided he was going to take his bike out and ride around Lake Superior one day. We let him go for about 8 hours, and we drove up and found him. He was about 20-some miles down the road, and he goes, "Am I ever going to get to the edge?" I go, "Yeah, it's about 300 miles that way." You have to go up around Canada, and that's about 400 and some miles. And then when you get back to Minnesota, you only have another 200 miles to get here.
Well, you know, I worked at Garmin, and I was over I was in the Marine department, like over the Marine stuff, and I talked to a lot of people from up there, and they, about the mapping and stuff on the fish finders and the graphs, and it's just crazy the size of those lakes. I mean, it's just. That's nuts to me. I mean, it's just like so big.
Well, even like just down the road, we have a lake. It's called Hubbard Lake. It's like 18,000 acres.
Yeah. We've got some decent sized lakes here. Like we've got one that's 100,000 acre lake, which is a good lake, and then we've got another one that's like 40, and then another one that's like, I believe it's 60 on our side. I'm not sure. It's big though.
Yeah.
It borders us in Texas.
One of the most awesome. I mean, you go up 5 miles, you can't see shore this way or shore that way, and people get out there, they get a little scared.
Yeah, it's the first time I ever went deep sea fishing. It was that way. I was like, I can't see any land. This is a little weird. But I was also too sick to care.
Oh, the Great Lakes can get very, very rough.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That like out of nowhere too. Don't they have like rollers or something that'll come up and capsize boats?
Oh yeah, you have waves if you go off to during a storm that approach 50, 60 feet tall.
Wow.
And they're not, and it's not like in the ocean where it's spaced out. They one after another after another after another. That's why some of the ocean freighters actually sink in the Great Lakes.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That'd be wild to be out there on something like that.
Well, scariest thing I've ever had happen. I was fishing. I was fishing out of a canoe when I was fishing in Lake Huron. And I was out there about a mile and a half, and all of a sudden a storm blew right on top of us. The waves went from about 9 to 12 inches and went straight up to about 2 to 3 feet.
Wow.
In a canoe.
Wow. That's crazy. That's I've been in some sketchy situations, but never where I really thought like we might not get out of here. I was on Lake Fork one time in Texas, and they had 50-mile-an-hour winds come in out of nowhere, and the lake got really rough really quick, and we were having to basically idle back to the marina because the waves were so. We were in a 20-foot or 21-foot bass boat, but it was so rough you couldn't run on it.
Good morning, Farm Fanatic. Good morning, Jonah likes to play. What do you like to play? Wait a minute, how old are you? I keep this PG.
Morning, Farmall. Ken's Vlogs.
But that was just one of the most sketchy situations I've ever been in.
Yeah, that sounds really sketchy. What's your primary thing that you like to fish for there? I mean, like, what's your favorite fish?
Bass.
Bass.
Largemouth and smallmouth bass.
Y'all have really big smallmouth, though.
Oh yeah, we do.
Like really big smallmouth. Yeah, that's something that I wish we had here. I mean, we've got big ones. Don't get me wrong, but they're not double digits or anything like that.
Double digits are extremely rare. Michigan's actual records, I think, just over 10 pounds for smallie, but catching an 8 is uncommon.
See, our state record here is 8.4.
Yeah, but you got huge.
Yeah, we've got some big largemouth.
What do you mean? Let's go over saying I don't hunt here. I hunt here a lot.
Oh, y'all don't out there. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Now, there's good hunting in Michigan.
Oh, extremely good hunting. It depends on what you want to hunt.
I'll tell you, Kohl and I lived in Kansas, those were some of the biggest deer I'd ever seen in my life. Like we have good deer here, you know, but body-wise, I'd never seen deer like that. They just grow.
But yeah, it's just like your fishing season down there, though. The fish actually grow all year long. Up here, they don't actually grow all year long. Like Farm Off and Axe say, ha, 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 Kohl hates hunting. Oh, Ken's like, we also have rock bass. Yes, we do.
I've seen a rock bass one time.
They have stripers. We don't.
Y'all don't have stripers there?
No, we do not have striper bass.
They're fun to catch. Since you don't care much.
I gotta yank your crank into a big muskie. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be a blast. I am all about. It'd be cool to get on like a giant muskie or Even a pike. I
Yeah.
think that would be awesome.
Well, a pike is a lot easier than a muskie. Just be prepared to make about 10,000 casts of those big heavy lures to find yourself one muskie. I'm just going to tell
Really?
you that right now. Yes. Do some arm exercises before you come up here.
Are they? Are they? Are they? I mean, when they hit, do they fight till the end?
Oh, yeah. They do.
That's awesome. Because I know that's the thing I noticed with the walleye that I
Hey,
caught.
Farming Fanatic, you cannot wipe out my herd and leave.
Still alive. That's funny. I know one thing I noticed about the walleye that I caught was they fought really hard at first, and then they just kind of gave up.
I don't think walleye had that high of an energy, though.
Yeah. Bass definitely fight.
They'll fight right up to the very end.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, Lake Fork, where I caught my biggest bass I've ever caught down in Texas.
Really? Where? How big was it?
11.6.
That's nice. That's a nice one.
I caught
That's
down.
really. What'd you catch it on?
Caught it on I was flipping and pitching a black jig with a blue trailer.
Okay, black and blue. Trailer. Nice.
I was there with with my first sergeant. We went there on a weekend.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Lake Fork is a good lake. The first time I ever went to Lake Fork, we had about 20 minutes. When we got there, we had about 20 minutes of daylight left. We ran out to a spot, and in about 20 minutes, we caught 27 pounds in 5 fish.
Yeah. That's a healthy lake. Very, very healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, they have good fishing. We quit going, though, because it got kind of ridiculous. Like, well, the last time we went was during the Skeeter's Owners Tournament. Mm-hmm. There were 3,200 boats on that lake.
Hey, have you seen who our guests are? Do you know either one of them? Because they're kind of in your area.
Which ones? Who is it?
No, we got Avery. A second. Let me go and I'll tell you the names. We got a couple pros from your area. Oh yeah, right.
They're in my area though.
Oh yeah.
I know a couple of people here that are pro bass fishermen that are like the big elite guys.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Oh, let's go to our events. I'll see. I can tell you exactly.
Okay.
I kind of just concentrate on the next day. We have Jimmy Wilson. And then we have Avery Jones coming on.
Okay. I don't know if I know either one of them, to be honest.
Oh, cool.
I probably should, but yeah. Now, do they fish coastas or do they fish like the actual tour?
They fish the actual tour.
Okay.
A pretty big. Dan Anderson is here. Welcome, Dan Anderson. How are you doing? I'm trying to get us some like music to play during our show. Yeah, we do pretty good in here. We keep about 20 to 35 to 50 people in here all the time. It's just absolutely awesome.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
I'm going to send Grant his invitation at 50 after and see if he's still in bed.
He's probably out right now. Well, he wasn't up late though last night. He didn't have a stream.
Yeah. That's because he doesn't have a stream doesn't mean he's not up late.
Yeah.
He gets home and he's still got a lot of energy. He doesn't get home till 10:30.
Yeah, I know. He does a live every night after he gets off work. It seems like that's
And then he wakes up and he's on a show. On my show.
Yeah. Every morning seems like. Yep.
Yeah.
Have y'all had a lot of snow there, Cole?
We've had 4.5, 5 inches last night, but besides that, we haven't really had a lot. Oh, cool, Dan. That'd be absolutely awesome to have you up here one day and have you shred some music. Labaka Video, welcome.
We were supposed to have snow and then it didn't come, so we haven't had anything.
Oh yeah, but you know down there it's nice and warm.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. I think today's 40 something.
Oh yeah, we had negative 20 something the other day.
Wow.
Wind chill. That's what the wind chill.
No way. Oh. I can't do that.
And then I have arthritis in my neck and back. I was just wanting to crawl up in the ball. It was hurting me so bad.
Yeah, I can't. I don't understand how you do negative 20. That just like no. Like I would have to stay indoors and not come out.
When I was younger, I'd be out there ice fishing and that, but sheesh, I don't think I can do that anymore.
That looks so frigid. Like every time I see people ice fishing, it just looks so cold.
That moisture, boy, that is on Tawa State Park. That is the lighthouse there. That is the lighthouse at Tawa State Park, just down the road from me.
That's pretty cool.
Training there. I'll have to look. We're gonna be looking for a place down that way. I think not this year, but next year.
You're gonna look to move this way?
Yeah. Well, I need to get out of the cold. It's killing me.
Yeah.
The way it's hurting my arthritis, it's just not feeling good.
Yeah, it's that I know. Like if you go even further, like west of us, you get into that drier climate.
Yeah, then the fishing's not as good.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I don't know if you go way west, it's pretty good, but that's the only place like way west.
I don't want to go way west.
Yeah, they catch some giants in California.
Yeah, if someone's in California here, I don't want to offend them, but you guys can keep all that. All those regulations you guys have there.
Yeah, Oklahoma and Texas is pretty good for like largemouth. That's
hey,
really
Dan, listen, I tried to send you a message on one of your one of your streams. They left as a message with my email there. You don't have an email set up on your account. Here, send me an email. And this goes for anyone that wants to talk. Hey, my family garden, welcome. Yeah, we're getting quite a crowd in here right now.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot in right now. Hey, everybody. So you heard about the shark bait?
Yeah, I think you should make one and come up here and catch a pike or muskie on it.
That'd be cool.
I'm warning you now that you better make it out of something like oak. Because you're going to have tooth marks in it.
I've seen some baits get crushed by those things. That kind of worries me about that challenge that we're doing, that around the world challenge. That if they catch something like that on one of those bass baits, that's probably going to kill it.
Hey, Labaka says, I think Labaka Videos is close to his next YouTube milestone, or is he saying I am?
I'm not sure.
All right, everyone, make sure you have the back of videos. I don't think I'm next to a milestone. I'm almost to 1,200 though.
That was awesome, man. That's great. 1,200. That's
Oh,
huge.
I'm next to my next milestone. 1,200 is huge. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if you're working on like it's tough to get up there.
Yeah, my goal is to hit 2,000 by the end of next month.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool.
Oh yeah,
I'm at 730 something right now.
yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I can't believe how much support and love I get here, guys. But
Yeah,
I'm trying so hard to push to that next milestone, and it's just because as I get more supporters, it makes it if I can approach bigger companies. When I go somewhere and say, "Well, I got 2,000 subscribers," you got a chance to market yourself to 2,000 people instead of 1,200. It just sounds better.
yeah, yeah. That's awesome, man. Well, I like your show every morning. You have good shows.
Oh yeah, and I don't even think these feel like regular live streams most of the time, do they?
No, not like most generally no, because you've got multiple guests on, and you've got. I mean, it's not the typical like live.
Hey, what's up, Logan? Roll. And you guys can call in. You can call in and ask Yank or Crank a question if you want.
Yeah, guys, feel free. Also, hit me up. Like if you don't think of anything right now, and it's later or something, hit me up on my Instagram or on YouTube, whatever. I'll definitely answer any questions you got about bait making or painting or any of that.
Hey, Yank or Crank, now think about this. How many shows are there on YouTube where you can call in and ask a professional bass fisherman a question?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because we will have the call-in section open. So you guys will be able to call in and ask these pros questions. Now, how's that sound?
Yeah, those guys. I mean, even like the smallest of the pros. I mean, and that's not like a dig on them or anything. I'm just saying like this. Even the ones that aren't like the most experienced pros, they're still on the water 24/7. So they have a valuable like the knowledge they have is crazy.
Yeah, I think I surprise people a lot of times with my knowledge.
Yeah, you got a lot.
I've learned from one of the best. I learned from my dad, and he's one of the best. He was awesome. In here. I don't know if he's still in here or not.
So are you gonna go camp out at that big tournament?
Do which one?
You were talking about the other day. You were talking about
the interview. I will. But as of right now, I'm still getting details there because I'm working with the big agency that controls all that. Well, I'll actually get them coming in and doing interviews on Kohl Outdoors Live.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. This is gonna be cool.
And I want to thank Jonathan Van Dam for making this possible.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Well, it's got all the pieces have to fit into place.
Yeah. Well, that'll be awesome, man. That'll be really cool.
I'm not counting my eggs before they hatch, but it's looking promising. How's that?
That's good. I mean, that's good. Yeah, it's one of those things. You never know till it's there, but that's still cool.
Because there's a lot of red tape. I don't think people realize how much time I spend actually working on this show.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine, man, to get to any of those guys, like to get to talk to any of them, because they all have schedules, and It's not just like, it's not like they give up their time a lot of times for free either.
Well, I haven't had to pay anyone. I won't pay for it, but
yeah,
you have to work your way through a lot of red tape.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of times those guys' time is money. I mean, with those guys. And so,
well, it's like a lot of times what you have to do is like if you watched when I had Brian Bro show on here, You guys realize he is considered the best guide in North America?
That's awesome.
I had him on the show.
That's really cool.
Yes, I am going to make fishing videos with some kid in Wisconsin eventually. We just until probably just recently we didn't have enough ice to walk on. There will be some fishing videos, I promise you. Well, I'm gonna send Grant his invite. I'm gonna give him a heads up. We're gonna be live when he gets it though. We're hanging out with Yank Your Crank and hey, we haven't done our first commercial yet, guys. I got more commercials coming out soon too. So stay tuned, guys, and when we come back, I'm gonna send Grant his invite, and maybe we'll get Grant McIntosh up here. So here's your short commercial. See you in 30 seconds. Okay, we are back, guys, and I just sent Grant McIntosh his invite, and he should be up here momentarily. Thank you, Craig's like, what just happened? A commercial?
I was kind of wondering, it's like, okay, I don't know what to do. So there, what is man? What's something that, like, the one fish? If you could go after any fish ever, like, that you wanted to go after, what would it be?
That's weird. What would it be?
Yeah, what would be your one, like, dream fish to go chase?
My.
My.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Because your wife loves them.
They're beautiful fish.
And
that's one thing. I've always wanted to paint one.
Oh yeah. Hey, Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors, welcome.
What's up, Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors? Good morning.
How's the weather in Wisconsin today? Did you guys get nailed? And make sure if you guys are new here, you are hitting that red button underneath my name. Remember, the more we got into my little family here, the better guest we can get.
Yeah, I've got a couple ideas for stuff planned here pretty soon. I've got some challenges coming up that are going to be pretty cool. I think that's going to be neat.
Yeah, school's still canceled there. Yeah, school was called off here today too. Too Fat to Hunt. I remember. I think that's Lucas. Too Fat to Hunt. Is that Fat Man Fishing? One of those guys. His name's Luke.
Yeah, that's Too Fat to Hunt. That's Luke.
Okay. Hey, Rad Outdoors. How you doing?
Yeah, I know it got cold here today. It's supposed to drop down because the wind chill, but it's not going to be that crazy.
Oh yeah, it's looking like we're still getting a little bit of snow out there, which is awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, besides missing the family, I don't think I'll miss this area that much. And the good fishing. Killdeer Survival, how are you doing? The phone line is open, guys. Don't be scared to call in. It says good morning. Darren's not like to say good morning to both of us.
Yeah, morning, Darren. How's it going?
And it's not really morning for him. It's almost Where's almost 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock there, maybe 3,
Really?
something like that. He's still in London, right, or England, right?
I don't know. I didn't think he was still there. I thought he'd come back.
Oh, I was going to stay there a couple of weeks, till like February 6th or something.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back, Fishing Freak.
Yes, 3 p.m. here, he said.
Good morning, Gil Skill.
Awesome. Gil Skills.
Do you have Gil
What's up,
Skills?
Gil Skills?
That's a great place to go, man. There's lots of love on that channel.
Yeah, I've got Gil Skills. I was looking through. I'm trying to read as I'm following along here. Like, there's a lot of good people in the channel.
Oh yeah, we have lots of good people here too. We have some of the best people here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's a lot of people on the stream right now. A lot of really good people.
Oh yeah. Hey, Grant just got advertised. Grant is a great co-host. Please award him. Guys, go see Grant, man. Have you checked out on my Patreon lately, man?
Have I checked it out?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I need to.
Yeah, let me on. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna show you my Patreon.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go show you guys around Patreon.
Open the door and let the fires out.
I'm not sure how all that Patreon works. I kind of
Oh, maybe I'll do a tutorial on it.
That'd be cool. It's kind of like Kickstarter, right? But it's like for YouTube.
On Patreon, I don't know what Kickstarter is, but
Or GoFundMe.
GoFundMe, you got an event in. Patreon is restricted number. I only answer restricted numbers, guys. Yeah, when I see the restricted number crossed, I think of nothing but trolls.
Yank, I don't know if you order your blanks from Predator Bass. That's cool. At Too Fat to Hunt. I'll have to check that out. No, I don't. But I definitely need to check that out.
Okay, let me show you guys Patreon. This is my Patreon page, guys. I now have multiple levels. We have a level 1, and this is your earn a link to a place to get online and chat with me once a week. And everyone gets that. Then you have the hot seat ticket, guys. For $5 a month, you get an instant pass to the hot seat once a month. If you want to co-host, you guaranteed co-host the show once a month. It's $10 a month. But you got a few different ones, and the $19.99 a month, I actually look at over your resume and help you put together a actual really good resume to get a sponsorship. Good morning, Grant.
Good morning. I didn't get a notification that you were live.
That's crazy.
Morning, Grant.
Good morning, Chris.
Hey, Papa Romas. Hey, at Fishing Freak.
Yeah, I guess I look forward in the next couple days. I'll put a tutorial up on Patreon for you guys and all see everything I know about Patreon.
Yeah, I look forward to that, man. That'll be cool.
26 watching. Gil Skills, Killdeer Survival, Papa Rome's Epic, Awesome Epic Adventures, Darren's Northern Life, Brenda Klein, My Family Garden, Ken's Blog, Sean Smith, good morning. Thanks for the warm welcome. Fishing Freak, MD Outdoors.
Oh, you want to do a roll call?
Well, I was just everybody that was saying hi.
I know. I think everyone in here said hi to you.
Yeah, I was watching videos. And my slice of heaven.
The stream Pusa Studios.
What's that?
Pusha Studios is in the house, guys.
That's awesome.
Pusha.
Pusha Studios, what's going on?
Pusha Studios, From Zero to Homestead, Too Fat to Hunt. Luke, Jason NG, good morning, guys and girls.
Hey, Grant, did you hear anything from Overcast Lures?
No, he never messaged me back.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Anybody else not getting notifications this morning?
I've been missing notifications on several channels.
I tried to go live after work last night, and it would show that I was live, but my wife couldn't join.
I had to fight with that this morning. It just kept saying that video not available, so I had to restart the stream like 4 times.
That's weird.
Farmall Fanatic, good morning. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I tried on with Google Hangouts. I tried without it. Then I even tried on my phone. Whenever my wife would get on her phone, it was showing I was live. But when she would click on...
Fishing Freak, I guess. I'm going to make... Oh, no, I can't. I missed you, man. You're jumping up too fast.
When she clicked on my panel, it would show me, you could see me talking, but it was saying network error 400 or something.
Yeah. Hey, Hey, Grant, do you know Fishing Freak? You see Kohl?
Fishing Freak? I get Fishing Freak mixed up with...
Fishy Angler.
Yeah, there's so many fishies. Let me see. Let me go to this panel. I'll let you know for sure.
Yeah, I know he's been asking forever to be a moderator in here. But I don't like giving them away though.
Oh yeah, we've had him on panel before.
Yeah.
You'd know him if you've seen him.
I know who he is. He's that younger kid, right?
Yeah, he's
probably
17 or 18. I don't know.
Okay, Fishy Freak, if you say something in the stream in 20 seconds, I'll give you a blue wrench.
Ken's blog says he could join.
All we have up here is the hot seat, man. You want to be in the hot seat, Ken?
Search them. Are you seeing that, Grant? Did you see that, Paparomas?
What did he say?
He said, strange when I try to do at Grant or Yank, it won't search them, but I can do at Kohl Outdoors.
It's because we haven't commented.
Oh, I see.
You are a moderator on Farmall Fanatic.
Farmall.
Farmall is in here messing around. Well, I'm just very picky because I've seen problems in other streams with people hiding people.
Yeah, I had, I think, 8 people hidden on mine. I went back and looking in the live stream, and I could never find where somebody had hidden somebody.
Well, anyone can delete what they've done just right after they do it. What they do is, oh, okay, I can give the sheriff one.
It's early, guys.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing good about not being able to go live. I did get good night's sleep.
Yeah, that's just the only problem I have with giving out moderators now is I've seen people get hidden in places, and I don't want anyone getting hidden off my stream.
Yeah, that actually happened to me. It was crazy. I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, anyone that has that blue wrench can hide people from the stream, put people in timeout. You shouldn't give anyone a wrench you want to give you a password to, because they can completely ruin your stream and anything you're building.
My Family Gardens, first time. Well, thanks for joining.
Okay, guys, we're going to do something interesting here. Grant's going to put a number in the chat, and the first person to copy that number will get a channel review. This makes it fair for everyone.
I think I put the number before they heard the comment.
Yeah, you did. Oh, my family garden got it. Oh, it's gonna go flying on me now.
A family garden.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, let me see what we got going on here before I show everybody. Okay, awesome. This I've never done this one before, so this is gonna be pretty cool, Grant.
Tiffany,
Okay, guys, just take a look at this.
Follow.
Okay, my family garden. The first thing I do is I redo your banner. You need to put your name up there, and then if you want, you have this in there. Put those headings underneath your name, and try to keep it in for you. Don't cut it off. Like the middle section here is where everything should be. Yeah, 249 subscribers, so you're growing. You probably have a pretty new channel. Create playlist. Okay, your playlist stuff here. That's cool. Popular uploads. Okay. Okay, you see how this one you can actually see what has been said there? Right here, I can't read this thumbnail. You need to make sure that you got enough contrast in your thumbnails that people can easily read them. Your thumbnails is what's going to cause you to get more clicks when you show up in people's recommended videos, and that will increase their click rate by about 35%. Right there, you can see that one there. You don't have any there. Go back and watch my thumbnail video, and I put it out just a couple days ago. Yeah, you see they got lots of nice video lists, playlist. Wait a minute, do they have favorite videos here? Hey, my video hasn't been liked yet. And what?
I knew that was coming as soon as I seen it pop up.
And this is the story of my backyard family garden. It's a place to enjoy with the family, pets, and neighbors. Join our updates on how we go through the gardening season, growing organic vegetables, flowers, and keeping chickens. Okay, when you're doing this right here, try to hit as many keywords as you can, and use all your space. You didn't check and see if you had social medias. You need more social medias put in here. More links would be absolutely awesome. And remember, right here, this is your golden ticket, because this is what Google or YouTube searches to recommend your channel. Try to tell a story and keep it. Don't make big blocks. Keep it pretty much. I do 4-line limit for it's nice and easy to read. People get lazy when they see big blocks of text. Overall, you have a great channel. Anything to add, Grant?
It should say 250 now.
I need to refresh it for it to say 250.
Got you, my family garden. Looks like a cool channel.
Okay, so we're going to go back out of here, and we'll go back to our regular scheduled. There we go.
So, Cole, what kind of baits do you throw?
For what? And what's the condition? What kind of baits do you throw? You can't just ask that question.
Well,
I'm going to throw something completely different if it's windy and cold.
So let's say clear water, windy, and it's warm.
And it's warm. Okay. What's the water temperature?
63.
Oh wow! So we're going pre-spawn then, huh? 63. Okay. I'm going to concentrate more. And it's a clear day. Is it bluebird day? Is there been a front going through recently?
It's mixed. It's like half the day. Like it's bluebird with a little bit of clouds.
Okay, so it's bluebird with a little bit of clouds. And this is going to be in the spring, summer, fall?
This could be, let's do spring.
Okay, so 63, the ice has been off for a while up here. So at 63 degrees, I'm going to start looking for places where they're going to be setting up for the spawn. I'm going to look at actually 63 is going to be like right in the middle of the spawn, isn't it? I better think about that. Okay, I'm gonna for spawning bass. If I'm looking for on the beds, I'm gonna use some sort of lizard on a drop shot rig because I like using drop shot rig because I can flip on top of that there and keep it there for a long time to really irritate the bass. But if they're off the beds and in the deeper water, I'm gonna be using something along the lines of a swim jig or something that can use multiple ways, crankbaits, or I'll use a drop shot worm, depending on the situation and if it's current.
Okay.
But if I'm bed fishing, I'm going to be using a drop shot rig all day long, and I'm going to be flipping and pitching right on top of their beds.
So you drop shot in a bed?
Yes. You never even thought of that, have you?
I do something similar, but it's not drop shot. I shaky head.
Oh, you're a shaky head? I can do that too. Yeah. And sometimes I'll have that shaky head on. The only reason I use the drop shot is I can control how far off that bed that lure sits. If I want to move that up a foot because it seems like they're staying up pretty high, I can move it up a foot without doing that much work. With the shaky head, you're going to be right on the bed no matter what.
Yeah. I usually nose it down and then wiggle it so it looks like it's eating.
And how long can you keep it there?
You keep it there quite a while, especially with like a half ounce or something of that nature. You just throw it in there, and just wiggle it, makes it look like it's eating. Usually, I don't like a lot of times. I don't like lizards because bass have a tendency to grab them by the tail and drag them off, versus then eating them. And so a lot of times I'll shorten it up or I'll stick another hook on the back side of it.
Yeah. Well, I'll use other things on the lizard than just a lizard too on there. But if I think I have aggressive bass, I'm definitely using the larger bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dangerous question to ask people. What do you like to fish with? Well, there's lots of things that has to go into it. You can't. If you're asking what my go-to bait is, I always have a number 9 black and white with color tied on somewhere in my boat.
Nice.
And it's the original, so it's not. And I'll always have one of those somewhere.
Do you like Bagley baits?
What?
Do you like Bagley baits?
Bagley baits. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, like the brand Bagley.
I don't know Bagley, that brand. Never seen them before.
Really? They're an older brand, but they've been around. But it's I don't know. Most of their baits, I don't care to throw them much, but they kind of drag. Like you can't like work like if they're crankbaits. You can't really give them action. They have their own action. So you're kind of just pulling them through the water.
Hey, AT Outdoors wants you to make him a musky lure.
A musky lure? I am in the process of working on that right now. That swim bait that I've been working on, that's what I'm looking at doing.
How long is that swim bait?
It's 8 inches.
Okay.
It's a good size bait. It's 8 inches, and I think it's like 4.5 tall. Something like that. 4.5, 5. Do I?
Need more coffee or gone?
No, can you give me that cup? Oh, Dad says, depends if fish are active and type of bait you use.
Who said that?
My dad.
Oh, yeah.
Active.
I was just throwing something like a go-to, like like if you have a choice of all the different baits, what's your go-to typically?
Yeah,
but
it really depends on what the fish are doing. People get trapped into the idea that only one bait's going to be that magical bait. They're not going to catch as many fish as someone who can be diverse.
Yeah.
Did you guys take the Trash out the road.
Yeah. Trash.
MD Outdoors.
Trash out the road, Derek.
The reason I started making baits.
I think from the porch.
Okay. I'll eat coffee, okay?
Okay.
I'll get some more again because you're not satisfied.
So, MD Outdoors, the reason I started making baits was basically I was fishing tournaments at the time, and I didn't care for what I saw in the market.
Bobby Acres Homestead says her husband fishes. Do you have videos to make up your own lures? I would like to make my hubby some. That's a good wife there, wanting to make her husband some fishing lures.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've got some videos on my channel. It shows me painting and stuff. It's kind of tutorial-ish. But yeah, you can definitely look at some of the videos on my page.
Hey, welcome, Grasshopper. He wants to just say thanks again. I just dropped in to say hello to you earlier, and your amazing subs hit me up. Love you too, this community. Okay, thanks, Grasshopper. Wow, I think I got creamer with a little bit of coffee in it.
Just seen where My Slice of Heaven and A&J Outdoors both got each other, and I know I've had both of them channels since I have done shout-out videos for both of those channels. So, what took you guys so long?
I see that all the time. I know people from other streams. I don't understand. Fishing Freak's back in. You know, he doesn't even notice that little blue wrench by his name. Remember, with blue wrench comes responsibility.
He says, "Please, Cole, please."
Grant, what does your shirt say? My wife is.
Can you read it?
My wife is. Yeah, I know, Dad. Ground's not that far from us.
AT Outdoors, good morning.
Good morning, AT Outdoors. But he's been in here.
Awesome Epic Adventures is going to bed at 3 a.m.
Oh, man, I could have stayed up to 3 a.m. if I tried anymore. AJ Outdoors, I hope you made some videos because I can't wait to see that fishing trip you just went on.
Yep. If you followed him on Facebook, you would know what kind of fish he caught.
I don't know if I follow him or not. I can't remember. I don't know. I spent so much time just working on these morning shows. It's insane. Yeah, 50 miles isn't that far, Ken.
Up North Outdoors, I'm assuming, is in class and has us on mute. So I'm going to say hi in the chat.
Yeah, Up North Outdoors, how's it going, man? Tell your teacher we said hi.
So, okay, guys, we have a slide open up here. It's called the hot seat. Who would like to come to the hot seat? Yeah, Ken's in Michigan, Dad. He's from Lansing area, if I remember right. Hey, Ken's Vlogs, would you like to come up to the hot seat? And everyone, we do have a call-in number. You can call in and ask us questions. And that is open.
Where's the lighthouse picture from?
Tawas State Park. That's in Michigan up here. It's a state park called Tawas. It's about 15 miles from here. And that's overlooking the bay.
Are you able to go in the lighthouse there?
Yes, I will call. Yes, you can go in the lighthouse there. And yes, the Moisture Boy, as long as you are the first to call, I will answer your phone call. Charlotte, Michigan. Me and Ken are we're still gonna do that pizza sometime, I'm pretty sure. I know I'm doing pizza with the gated I haven't gated cherry farms.
Do you have your likes and dislikes turned off? We've had a few comments about them being the first thumbs up.
I don't know. It's not keeping count, so I'm just glad it's working, that the stream's working. So
right, yeah, it's just showing me one, but that's mine, I guess.
It's showing me 0 and 0, so I'm just happy that the live stream's working. So it might count them later. I don't care. I just wanted to be on here and be with you guys. So
right,
Grant.
It took me 5 times to get the team work today.
So Grant last night, Granado had ghost pepper powder for his 200.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like,
that was late. That had to be late.
Yeah, it was like 2:00 this morning.
Okay, because I had him on my panel the night before last, and I'd asked him on, I think it was on Jag Stream, if he was up for another late night. So I was planning on him joining me, and I couldn't ever get live. I mean, I tried literally it was like an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah, I looked for you. To be on, but I didn't see you. And then I saw the notification that said you tried to come on or that you were having issues. And
I don't know what's going on, because I had a lot of issues getting this started today.
Yeah, something's up.
Here we go, guys. Here's our first phone call today. Good morning, you're on Kohl Outdoors.
Hey, Kohl Outdoors. How are you?
Pretty good. Who is this?
This is Luke Reeser from Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors.
Hey, how you doing, Too Fat to Hunt?
Good. I just wanted to see if it worked.
I don't know, Grant. Can you hear him?
Yes.
Everyone can hear you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you can ask Grant McIntosh or Yank Your Crank a question if you want. Not much. Just enjoying my live stream.
Hey, Grant, has anybody screw up on your channel lately?
It's been a few nights. I know Darren's going to be eating a minnow before too long, and Nicholas Pouliot, he's going to be eating a live goldfish.
What is up with you guys wanting to eat all these bait?
What an idea.
I'm waiting for somebody to come out with the turtle.
The turtle?
Yeah, I mean, I can see that being the next progressional phase, like going from goldfish to minnow, then, on up to a baby turtle or something.
With or without the shell?
It's anybody's choice, I guess. I'm not eating it.
I'm not eating it. Well, turtle soup is good. Snapping turtle's really good. Have you ever had snapping turtle?
Yeah, snapping turtle is very good. It's got the meat actually has like 7 different flavors depending on what part of the turtle.
I was trying to get Dangerous Criminals to eat a crow the other night, but they wouldn't do it.
Fishing Freak says he'll eat a worm for $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually Too Fat to Hunt will come up on panel. He just thinks the phone call is safer right now.
I figured I'd give somebody else a chance to get up there and take the fame.
Oh. Yeah, tomorrow we have Let's see here. Who's here tomorrow? Let me look and see. Tomorrow's gonna be a great show, guys. We have. Oh, is this gonna go? Let's check through here. Let's see who we have tomorrow, guys.
Up north says that he'll grab an electric fence, but it's going to be a while.
We have Jason Hamlet on tomorrow. Which is going to be absolutely awesome. Oh, let me get him to stop. Ah. Hey, is the shovels shoveled yet? Is the driveway shoveled? Okay, cool. That's the porch, is it?
That's what I'm waiting. That's what I told Rachel could do. I shoveled the driveway.
Okay. Fishing Freak's putting a bunch of turtles in. Where did all the turtles come from? Okay, everybody, we're gonna do our second commercial break, and where I can come up with something else to talk about. And hey, is Steve Pat the Hunt still here? Or did he get off?
I'm here.
I keep the minor stuff. I also did the hardest.
What do you guys think we should do next?
Let's do another game.
You want to do another game?
Yeah, what do you got in mind?
I don't know. I'll think about it. I didn't prep a game. I should have. Well, I'm going to let you go, Too Fat to Hunt. We're going to play a quick commercial, and then we'll be back with talking to Yankee Crank about different types of hooks to put on your crankbait to make them better. So stay tuned, and we'll be back to talk to Crank your bait. Okay, man.
Bye.
Bye. So I need to play our commercial now. Yeah, the commercials are great for segues, guys. That's why I use them. Oh, well. Welcome back, guys, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk to Crank Your Bait about using what kinds of treble hooks to use on your crankbaits now. So, what's your favorite? What kind of hooks do you recommend people changing over the hooks on their crankbaits to?
You know, I like the Mustad, the triple grips, the short shanks. Those run good for me. I know a lot of people like owners, and even Gamakatsus are good. Gamakatsu makes a really good hook. But me personally, like bang for buck, I'm going to go with Mustad triple grips.
Yeah. And explain to people why they would want to change their hooks on their.
A lot of your factory hooks just are weak. They're made out of a thinner gauge a lot of times, and then too, they're the points on them aren't near as sharp. They're depends on which hook it is, but a lot of times they're weak. They're weak hooks, and they're not as good as what you're going to get with your Mustads or your name brand hooks. The guys that are building the good stuff.
Yeah, with my experience with talking to some pros, the first thing they do when they get a new lure is they take the hooks right off the baits.
Yeah, most guys that, like, if I do baits for the tournament guys, they send me baits because they have their own personal preference, and each one of them has a different preference for why they use those different hooks. Like, and there's different situations too while fishing that they will switch out to a different hook. A lot of people don't know that either. Like, a lot of guys will run a shorter hook on the back and a longer hook on the front, and vice versa, just depending on situations. But they definitely will switch out different kinds of hooks as well. Like, you may have they may have a bunch of different baits, and they're not just with owners or mustad. They may have like a combination depending on what bait it is and what they're fishing for.
See, honestly, I think I like having a longer hook based on the back because it does that tail a little bit better than a shorter hook does.
Me personally, like I think if you have the right hooks on the bait, I think both. I've never had a problem like the theory behind that is that they're able to grab it a little bit better and hook up. The hookup ratio is a little bit better. From what I've been told on that. Me personally, I've never had a problem with it, so I don't ever switch them out. I know those guys have their own. Everybody's got their own quirks about why they do certain things, and
Yeah, see, I like bringing Yankee Crank on here because he's an expert at crankbaits, and I can ask him anything I want. But we did have someone come up here and decide they wanted to sit in the hot seat. We have Ken's Vlogs.
Morning, guys.
Sitting up here. And Ken's Vlogs is getting really close to that 1K, guys. So please make sure that you guys have everything set up for Ken.
What's up, Ken?
What's up, Grant? What was going on with your channel last night?
Man, I don't know. I have no idea.
I was on Jags waiting for you to pop on, and every time I tried to go over there, there was nothing there.
Yeah, I had to actually set this up 3 times today because every time I click go live, I'd go in here and start setting stuff up, and they say video not available. So I'd pull it down and put it back up. And right now it's only showing 1 like, and I know that's not right. But I think it's something to do with I'm getting a glitch, and I don't care. I have this stream going. That's all that matters to me right now.
Right. Yep. Still waiting on someone to say they're going to make me that beer can bobber, though.
Beer can bobber? What are you going to fish for? All you need to do is get a washer, put it on one side, and put a bowl.
I don't want it to fish with. I just want it.
Oh.
You want it out of wood?
Oh, it probably won't never hit water, so it don't matter what it's made out of.
You can make it out of paper mache if you wanted. Don't laugh, because that can actually look really good. Ken's Vlogs, Tiffany. Miss Master Fishing's in the house, guys.
Nice. They used to have fishing, like beer canned fishing lures, crankbaits.
Oh yeah, they were Budweiser actually.
Yeah, Budweiser and Bush, and there were a couple of different people that like had them out. Those were. I've been looking for them because I wanted to do a challenge with one. I had never seen anybody do a challenge with one.
Yeah, well, they're if you have your hands on one of those Budweiser beer can fishing lures, and you put that in the water, you need to get slapped because they're worth a lot of money now.
I've never looked online. You could probably actually find them.
Oh yeah, you can find the Budweiser ones. I think they're going for like $250 a piece.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
So I don't think you'd want them to hit the water.
Yeah, I'm not running a challenge with that. It's like wiggle.
Up north outdoors says I make lures out of cans. Hey, thanks, Hash Info. How's Hash Info been doing? So Ken's sitting in the hot seat, so we're gonna test knowledge.
Ain't no one picking on me or nothing.
Oh, someone's about to. So, what kind? Do you like to use crankbait?
I don't. I'm a river guy.
So crankbaits work really good in rivers. You know that, right?
I mostly bottom fish.
Oh, crankbaits. If you're using the right one, you should be hitting that bottom and making it flip up and around those rocks, and that's where you're gonna get most of your bites.
A deep diver.
No, it's not just necessarily a deep diver. You just need to look at the rating for the crankbaits, and they run a different depth. A lot of times, for me, I like to run deeper diving square bills.
Well, see, the problem is around here, most of these rivers around here by me that I fish, I could walk across pretty much, and they're just so rocky that I would probably lose anything before I caught anything. So mostly I just bottom fish. I use shrimp and worm and whatever else I could find.
I know I saw something the other day that I'd never seen before, and I don't know if they're doing it for top water or if it's actually something that goes down in the water, but it's for catfishing, and they look like spooks. They look like a spook bass bait, but they run them, and I don't know if they're top water for catfish or if but they're made for catfish specifically.
The demon dragons.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
I've never heard of those.
I hadn't either.
The demon dragons actually go on top because most of the time you're going to catch a catfish off the bottom.
No, they're underneath. They're supposed to have a rattle and draw more attention to your live bait. You put them in front of your live bait.
Oh, I see.
Or your whatever your bait is.
So they're almost doing like a drop shot then.
Yeah, something similar.
You know, if you want to do it cheaply, then you can probably just put a couple beads on there, and you'll get the same clicking sound that you probably get with that rattle.
See, what I do is I take one pole and I set it up with stink bait, which is just the stinky stuff, and I'll throw it in the area that I'm going to fish, and I will leave it, and then I will use my other two poles with my bait, and I will fish that area, and the stink bait pretty much brings everything right to me.
That's a good idea. So you're chumming the water, basically.
Yep, or I'll make my own chum with dog food and corn, and I'll blend it all up, and then I'll freeze it, and then the day before I go fishing, I'll go throw it in the spot that I'm going to fish, and then the next day when I come, they're already there. They've already been eaten, and it's just a matter of waiting.
Hey, Hash Info. I do tackle episodes. I bring on lure companies like on Crank Your Bait, and we talk about them. It's like we had on, what was that? What was that? Yeah, First Strike the other day on, and we talked about his baits. Did you check that out, Yankee Crank? This First Strike?
Yeah, First Strike. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, there's so many like manufacturers out now, and like most all the big guys have all gone overseas. I think there's like Mans is still here, I believe, and I'm trying to think of the other one. I think it's Rattle Trap. I think Rattle Trap are the only two that are still here in the United States have facilities.
Yeah,
everybody else is over in China. I mean, all the baits are made there. And if it says like a lot of people believe like Duo and all those baits are actually made in Japan, they're really not. They're made in China and they're processed in Japan, like basically put together, assembled and that sort of stuff, which, but the parts are actually made over in China.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. And I think it costs more for American-made lures, but they're a lot higher quality.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wish there was more here. Like that's the problem is like I looked into it and I know somebody who has all the injection molding equipment here, but for you to run baits here, I mean, you're looking at substantially higher costs. Like Megabass wouldn't even have like anything on you. I mean, you'd be like at $30-something a bait.
Oh, yes, up north outdoors, we had Brian Broshaw on here, and he's one of the best ice fishing guides in the country. He's actually a professional walleye fisherman, and he's actually coming back in the summer, which is going to be great.
We also I catch a lot of rock bass in the rivers here.
Oh, yeah, you're going to catch a lot of rock bass in the rivers.
Lots of rock bass.
That's awesome. Were they pretty big or are they small? Or?
They're pretty big. I mean, they're I believe they're part of the crappie family, actually.
Hey, up north outdoors, there's going to be Brian Broshaw and I think it was season 1, episode 9. And he's at the very end. Oh, we have 10 vlog and Frank up here today on JNC Limit TV.
So yeah, the rock bass, I believe, are a part of the crappie family, so they can get pretty big, you know.
Yeah, the only
not like pounds, but you know, if you catch a 1 pound rock bass, you did really well.
The only rock bass I've ever seen was in Arkansas, and it was when I was younger. I don't even remember really what they look like. I remember them being a pretty fish. I just don't remember much about them.
They look like in between, like a sunfish, bluegill, and a bass, kind of, sort of.
I see.
So they're not really long, but they're shorter with just really big fat bellies, and then they got like a smallmouth bass mouth on them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Happy
cool.
Fishing, welcome.
They look like a largemouth bluegill to me.
Yeah, it depends
Okay.
upon what size you get.
The
largest rock bass I ever caught was in the St. Mary's River, and it was 13 and a half, 14 inches long, and I threw it back. No
That's
pictures,
huge.
I just threw it back.
That's huge for a rock bass.
Oh, that thing was absolutely huge.
Yeah, that's huge for a rock bass.
Yeah, for as big as their mouths are, you would think they would get huge.
Yeah, they don't though. That's why I
But
said
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, Hash Info lives in St. Mary's. Awesome. I go to Sugar Island all the time.
You know, when I was in Kansas, we had these fish, and they were called. They call them mean mouse. Have y'all heard of those?
Never heard.
I
of it.
haven't.
They're basically a cross between a largemouth and a smallmouth bass. They look really strange, but they literally are a cross between those two.
It's crazy. You never know what goes on under that water.
Yeah. Well, I know those fish fight. They fight like crazy. They fight like a smallmouth, but they're crazy looking fish.
Yeah. Especially in Michigan here, the rivers and the waters and the streams and the creeks that we have are crazy. I mean, we've had, you know, people say that we've had the blue sharks or whatever in like Lake Michigan and stuff.
You mean the bull sharks?
Bull shark, yeah, the bull shark, yeah.
Bull sharks, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, bull sharks can live in fresh water, man.
Well, they say that when they leave the salt water, that their gills are allowed to transfer and switch it over so they can handle regular fresh water.
Well, they've caught them in the Mississippi as far north as Minnesota.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
True North wanted to see my shirt.
because our big lakes are all.
Here, let me pause it right here. There you go. My wife is PSYC hot tick. Cycle.
Yeah, because our Great Lakes, man, they're just amazing. They're so clean and they're beautiful, and to have something like that in there, you know, something we'd never have to worry about. But if we ever did, it would really suck.
Yeah, that's terrifying because bull sharks are the most aggressive of all of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched a video of a guy that was had his horse going across the river and got attacked by one.
Yeah, hey Ken, I think Yankee Crank's gonna come up here. I'm gonna see if I can get him hooked into a muskie. But he says he's okay with the pike too, so
I can have a lot of
I know I can make the pike happen.
If you take anything that floats across that top water on these rivers and you start fishing, you're gonna hit pike all day long.
Well, I'm gonna take him to Cook Pond. You'll have a chance to catch a tiger muskie or a 10 to 15 pound pike. They're in there. But don't bring a bait that you care about. I'm warning you now.
Yeah, our pike are super aggressive.
That's awesome. Yeah, that I can't remember what that guy's name was that used to have the TV show, the fishing show. It was Saltwater, and he was always really extreme. he would always like scream and freak out anytime he caught
Mike
anything.
Econelli.
No, it wasn't Iconelli. This was another guy, and he had a show, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me.
Most people hit on pretty much the same lures that a pike will. You just want to be a little bit bigger, but you do some arm exercises before you go out there looking for a muskie. It's going to take you 10,000 casts to get that one.
Oh, wow. Wow. But
Ask info said Bob Azumi.
What?
What was that, Grant?
I guess he was suggesting it might have been Bob Azumi.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not sure the guy's name. I can't remember. He had blonde hair, but he was always super like, it was like extreme fishing or something like that. But there was an episode one time when I was a kid, I saw it, and he was, well, I don't know how much of a kid I was, but I was younger, and I saw it, they were in the Keys, and they pulled up next to a bull shark, and it swam to the boat. The bull shark started attacking their boat. It was like a skiff, and it starts just ramming their boat for no reason.
Great.
Yeah, it was
insane. Boy says he only fishes for muskie with people that know what they're doing. Yeah, and they're going to tell you it's going to take about 10,000 casts. It takes they're a hard fish to locate and catch. Mostly because a lot of times the pike are going to beat the muskie to the bait.
Oh, okay. Azumi was Canadian, he said, and it was him. Awesome. Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. It was just nuts. I remember that show was that show was crazy. It was probably one of my favorite fishing shows just because of how he reacted to everything.
Okay, everybody, you're watching Kohl Outdoors. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Commercial time.
You're back. There's got to be an easier way to do these. But welcome back to Kohl Outdoors, guys. I keep running these short commercials because I think they help divide stuff up a little better for you. And it gives us a little segue into a different topic. So here's what we got. Hey, Grant dropped out.
He had a phone call, I think.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna switch into a little different gear here right now, and we're gonna talk about live bait fishing, and we're gonna talk about looking for catfish with live bait, which I'm not very much a big of an expert, but I think Ken's gonna help us out here.
Absolutely.
This summer, I want to go out and try to see if I can catch a big blue. So, what do you think my chances are in the Asabo, man?
Good.
I know there's some huge ones in there. I know the state record was caught last year, or a couple years ago in Alcona Pond, and I'm hoping I can find one like that. What should I be looking for?
The thing is with catfish, they're at the bottom, but they do come up the shore. So you don't have to really fish like way out far or none of that. You could, probably cast 15, 20 feet out and probably catch the biggest cat you've ever caught in your life.
Am I looking for like where the water's pooling, or what am I looking for?
Well, they're just like pretty much any other fish. They like to hide behind rocks and things of that nature. They kind of tend to stay out of the current because all they do is they sit there until they pick up a scent on food and then they go after it. So you'd probably want to look for like a rocky area or like some trees down or anything like that where they can. If it's a river, you want to look for obviously rocks, something they could hide behind. But I think on a lake, it's kind of iffy because there's really no current. So
I'm looking at the Asabo River. That's where I'm at. Target.
Yeah,
so am I looking for where it's going into the bends and you'll get those pools, and a lot of times like where a bass will set up and you get that reverse eddy going the other way, or am I looking for actual straight?
No, just they hide right in the corners too. Where the river will turn and it curves around. they will hide right up inside of them corners.
Because I know that's where the deepest water is going to be on the side where it's digging into the bank. So am I looking for deeper water or more shallow?
See, the thing is with catfishes, they like to hide in the mud. So pretty much anywhere. That's why I said you could catch them. I've seen them like walking when I'm going fishing, and I'll be walking along the river, and I can see the catfish 2 or 3 feet from shore just sitting there. So it's kind of hard to tell. But I usually find like a bend in the river where there's trees down, and I'll fish that area. And normally, like I said earlier, I'll chum the water with some homemade chum, or I do the stink bait with one pole, and I'll use a nylon, and I'll fill the nylon with the stink bait, throw it out where I'm fishing, and I'll leave it there for a while before I start. But normally the catfish will eat anything. You can catch catfish with bread. You can catch it with hot dogs. You can catch them with crawlers, pretty much anything. I'll do a sweet corn and worm. So what I'll do is I'll put a piece of sweet corn on my hook, and then I'll do the worm. And then I'll break the worm off, and then I'll put more corn, and then the rest of the worm on. So it's like worm and corn on my hook, and that works pretty well for me.
So my dad says they usually sit in the current to carry them food.
Yeah, they sit right where the current comes around, and they wait for the food to come.
So they're not going to sit in like an eddy where it's kind of swirling back around then? They're going to be
they're going to sit where the water's going to go past them so they can just grab they're lazy.
They're lazy? Chicken liver is popular.
They're lazy until you hook one. When you hook one, you will know.
Yeah, I know there's absolute monsters in the river here, and I want to see if I can get hooked into one. What kind of rod are you using?
I'm cheap. I have two Berkeley poles from Walmart, but they have like 30-pound test on them. So I've never broken one, never broke a rod, but pretty much anything I hook onto, I can drag it right in. Last year I caught I'd say about a 16-pound carp. It took me like 15 minutes to get it in, but that hog was just pulling my line. But I got it in.
I've always heard that.
Okay, yank your crank. Oh, I'm trying to stretch my back. I'm hurting. Good morning, Chris Reed.
What was you want to do, Yank?
Oh, I was just saying I've always heard that blue cats are like any kind of catfish that during spawning season is like the funnest time to catch them.
Yeah, they're super aggressive. I've had them yank my pole. I fished this one spot I fished, and we have a dam there, and I fish off the ledge, and it's like 20 feet from the river up, and I just usually set my poles up on the railing there in front of the dam, and I've lost poles, man, from cat and carp just grabbing my bait and just running with it. There's no like tink tink tink. It's just over and gone.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's no warning. It's just bye fishing pole. So you have to be on guard.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what I can do. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna do probably 1 or 2 days of just trying to catch a big catfish and see if I can make it happen.
Well, you will. Guarantee it. See, I use bells in the daytime because I haven't. A lot of the people in like the UK and Canada, they use the buzzers that the string runs along. So when the string, when your line moves, it goes beep 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 beep. I just use a regular old bell, put it on the tip of my pole. You can hear that bell jingling, and when you get a hit, that's what I use.
Yeah, I know the Asabo, especially where I'm at right now, has some absolutely huge blues right out Lake Huron.
Yeah, I've seen some people pull some big fish because my wife loves to do a lot of traveling with the kids, and we've been everywhere from Florida. We've been to Disney. We've been all over, and she likes lighthouses, so we've been on a lot of piers, and I've seen people pull catfish and carp out of like Lake Huron and Lake Michigan that I've never seen before. That just like amazes me. Like they're pulling like 15, 20, 25-pound catfish and carp out of these big lakes like that, and it's just amazing to see that they're in there like that.
Hey, Grant, can you hold down the fort for a couple minutes?
Sure. Trophy Shot Outdoors was saying he uses liver on a jig for bass.
Liver works good for anything because it's so stinky.
Yeah,
I can say I've never caught a bass on liver.
I could see it on. I could see it on a jig. That'd be kind of like the old pork. Oh, the old pork tails, like the old, crawl pork tails.
Right. Yeah, you don't see those too much anymore.
No, they went away. Those things were awesome. They were just a pain to get off the hook.
Joe Man, good morning. Yeah, since I haven't had my chance to talk about crankbait, I had a Bill Dance baby bass jointed crankbait. Man, I caught so many largemouth. I don't have smallmouth. Relatively close. I can go over to Kentucky and catch smallmouth. But I caught so many bass on that thing, and one day I got hung up and lost it. I was disappointed. Been looking for one ever since.
I may actually have one, Grant. I'll look and see. I may actually have that lure.
Yeah, I don't really use lures. I use those the rubber worm, the weedless ones with the all purple with the white line with the little white dot at the back. I use those, and them things last me forever.
One of the things that works still really good, and it's funny. I used to fish them as a kid, but it's already done up. It's like a Carolina rig, but it's got like a little prop on it, and it's got the beads, and it's all already done up on a leader.
Yeah.
And it's just a worm, and it's a weedless worm on those. Still to this day, they still work really well.
Yeah, I have one. It's like really, really short. It's not. I have one, but it's not like it's probably like 2 inches long.
Oh, okay.
It's like that with the propeller on it and stuff, with the beads and the little rubber worm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 inches long. I have one of those. It was my dad's.
Yeah, those things work really well.
Hey, I'm back, guys. Thank you, Grant.
JNC No Limit TV says he needs to learn how to fish. Victor, what's going on? Good morning. Yeah, that lure you're talking about, when I bought my boat, I bought it from an older man, my 16-footer, and it had one of those in it. And I've never used it. I'll have to try it out.
Hey, I'd like to
try that.
I'd like to remind everybody that the phone line's open. You guys can call up here, and you can ask anyone up here on the panel a question.
Grant, those things will surprise you. I promise. It'll surprise you because you get it out there, and it looks like kind of a gimmick, but it's not. They work very well.
So what is your most memorable fish and where fish you've ever caught, and where did you catch it, guys? That's what Swampy Acres Homestead is asking us that question.
Want me to go first?
Sure.
Mine would be the bluegill, the 2.4-pound bluegill I've got mounted. It was on the very first cast in a farm pond on a red wiggler. Still not caught that memorable largemouth yet. I mean, I've caught some 6-pounders, but
mine would have to be I hooked into a carp on the river, and it took me like 45 minutes to get it close enough to even try to get it with a net. And my brother was fishing with me, and I'm like, get down there and get it with the net, and get it with the net. And I could see it, and it was like 2.5 feet long. I could just see it, and it was huge, and it took me forever to get it in. And like, as soon as he got it in the net and flapped it on the shore, I was so excited, and I turned around, to grab my towel, and I turned back around and it flopped in the damn water. So I was really upset. But that thing was so huge, I never got to weigh it or nothing. It was the biggest fish I ever caught in my life. It had to be at least 20, 25 pounds. It didn't even fit in the net. Barely got half of it in the net. Just enough to flop it on shore. And I turned around to grab a towel so I could wipe my hands and turn back around and bloop, back in the water it went. Terrible.
Okay, Yankee Crank.
Mine was mine I would say was probably it's my PB probably is one. I've got a couple, but the one is probably going to be my PB. It was at a farm pond. It was February. It was really cold outside, and I was fishing a triple bladed spinnerbait, and I just kept throwing at the same stump over and over again. I'd gotten bored. I'd been fishing for about 3 hours and didn't have a single bite. Kept throwing at the same stump out there, and she rolled over on it and bit it, and I thought I was hung into the stump, and it started moving, and I pulled her out, and she was a giant.
Mine would have to be a couple fish. I think I was on one of the ponds here, and I caught 2 4.5 to 5 pound bass back to back, and that was absolutely great. And it was the first time I was throwing a drop shot, Greg. And that was like in the spring. Some of the larger fish, they're great to catch and they're great memories. But having those 6 pound bass back to back is hard to beat.
Yeah, that's cool.
HBT Outdoors is in class right now.
Don't get in trouble.
Huh. JNC said he'd never fished a pond. So I asked if he had government and state ponds. He said they only have private ponds. That's crazy to me because, like, Illinois, man, there's a ton of state ponds.
Hey, Grant, they also want to see your amount of your Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, go.
I caught a 5 pound spot last year out of a lake.
Yeah, I've only ever caught like 1 or 2 spots my whole life. We don't have them up here.
The one in the middle was 2 pound 4 ounce. Right there, middle.
Golly, that's big. That's a big fish.
Very big.
My dad found a 22-inch northern of a 46-inch northern pike before.
And this one was right at 2 pounds. And this one was like 115. And this one was like 14.
Those are some giants.
That's the only fish I've got mounted.
Yeah, he has his all the ducks mounted in there. I think I'm trying to talk Grant and coming up here and doing some duck hunting this next year. If we can actually see him shoot a duck.
Yeah, the season went out Sunday here, but Kentucky's still through next Sunday. I might go Saturday morning.
Yeah. How much is your Kentucky license going to cost you, though?
I bought the Kentucky license back in September.
I'm just saying, come up here, and I think you'll see some ducks.
Yeah, our Michigan ducks are confused. They don't go nowhere.
Yeah, the other day I was driving along, and I was up on the Tawas River, driving by there, and there was like 300 ducks sitting in the river there.
Yeah, they're confused.
I mean, it was like wall-to-wall ducks in there. I'd never seen that many ducks before in January.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're all still up north.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't flown down yet.
No.
They're in my backyard all the time, and turkeys. The other day, my wife was getting ready to go to work, and she wouldn't even go outside because we had like 20 turkeys in the driveway, and she couldn't even get to the car, and they wouldn't move. They were just like standing there. They didn't even
Those
care.
turkeys can be pretty mean.
I had to go out there and like shoo and get and like throw some rocks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get my turkey license this year. I should anyways. It's lottery here, and it's hard to win that lottery.
Huh. Do they just not have that many up there? Or?
Oh, we have lots of them. It's just lottery.
Yeah, we have lottery here. It's crazy.
You have a lottery for turkey?
Yes.
Yeah. It's almost easier if you have like a youth kid, you know, like a younger kid, because they can get to hunt things that we have to go into lotteries for a lot easier.
Yeah.
Hey,
You pretty
JC.
much just sign your kid up and take him out for turkey hunting, you know.
Hey, JNC, No Limit TV. I have only one like because YouTube's been glitching. Batman Fishing just asked the panel, who's your favorite YouTube fishing channel to watch and why?
Who asked Batman Fishing? I've got to say Batman Fishing. Because
yeah, me too.
Because I know I catch fish that are bigger than him, and he's funny.
Yeah, I would have to say him too, because I don't want him coming knocking on my door talking about where's the food. Order some wings. Let's get it on. Actually, it's kind of hard to have one right now because, you know, for a lot of us, it's not fishing season. So a lot of us that do fish aren't putting up no videos, you know. Like, I fish a lot, but I never ever put up videos because I was more of my channel is more of daily vlogging, you know. But this year I'm going to hit it really hard because a lot of my supporters are outdoor people. So you kind of have to, you know, follow your supporters and let them know that you're still there for them other than live streams.
I honestly can't narrow it down to just one. I mean, there's like, I watch a bunch, and anytime they're catching fish, it's a good time. So, I mean, like, I don't know if I can narrow it down to just one. Everybody.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say everybody. I mean, there's so many good channels, really.
Yeah, I mean, I can't narrow it down to one. I watch a lot of them. I watch a lot of the bigger ones, and I watch a lot of the smaller ones. And if I'm taking a bigger one, I'm going to go with Greg Bachelor. If you guys don't know who he is, that's a good channel.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's a good one. Also watch, I don't know if you guys watch it or not, but
it's a good one, too.
Ty at Pig Patrol. Do y'all watch him?
I do.
Yeah.
He's usually catching some giants out of everywhere.
Okay, how'd it go?
Hey, how you doing, John? Welcome back, Brenda.
Yeah, I was planning on starting crappie fishing tomorrow, but that phone call I got a few minutes ago was my buddy telling me he heard the lake wasn't going to open back up tomorrow like we thought it was.
That sucks.
So, I don't know. I might try to go somewhere else.
See, I like watching Jag. Like, he did that ice fishing video. He gets so excited, man. I was excited for him the whole time I was watching, man. He's like super excited.
Yeah, he
caught that one fish first time ice fishing. He was stoked.
He caught that trout last year that was like 2.5. It was a good trout. That was awesome.
Is that the one he
Okay, I'll see you, Victor.
Go back in the water?
Yeah, I don't. Did he? I think he did. I think he threw it back. I think he kept that one. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. There's been a couple times he's been out and kept them, so I don't know. I think he may have kept it.
How you doing, podcast?
Yes.
He does throw the majority of his fish back, though.
Hey, everybody. Everyone in the chat right now, go quickly using hashtag Kohl Outdoors. Go tweet out this stream and take a picture of you guys watching the stream so we can get more people in here that we don't have.
JC No Limit.
Yeah, I can't read the chat from my phone. I'd have to go log
He
in my computer.
he basically said he won a giveaway from Scott Martin, and Scott Martin didn't send him the giveaway out to his house.
I don't never win no giveaways.
I don't think I've ever won one.
I forget who it was that won Too Fat to Hunt. Was it Too Fat to Hunt? Did a giveaway the other night. Somebody won a giveaway the other night. I know I watched the video the day before where they had won their giveaway too.
That was Too Fat to Hunt did I believe he did that ice fishing pole, that fishing pole for ice fishing, I believe.
So Jake,
I think he did a giveaway on that.
Yeah, I can't say I haven't won. I won that 200 subscriber giveaway from A&J Outdoors. A nice box of lures, and I was surprised how much stuff he sent.
That's nice.
oh yeah, that was really nice. I seen that unboxing. That was a lot of lures.
And actually, I'd missed the live stream where he gave it away, and J&C Outdoors seen me in a live stream
You guys still
later
there?
on, told me about it.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I'm getting all this credit for view time, but if it doesn't, it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never on channels, but
It's keeping up with your time, Derek, saying you've been streaming in 116 minutes.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Definitely, Josh, we'll definitely do a competition. I'd even like to do it on Hangout. Of course, you got different fish than I've got up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to set it up right now. I'm gonna do a walleye tournament, and I'll try to get WTF Mike and Darren's Northern Life. We're all gonna go walleye fishing and stay on scouts together. See who catches the most.
AT Outdoors, I'm with you. There's a lot of bigger channels that I used to watch, and now I'm having hard enough time keeping up with all the smaller channels.
But
I'm
the
just
bigger
having a
channels
hard
don't
time
seem to
keeping up
help.
with
Yeah,
comments.
I hate to say this, but a lot of the bigger channels I think forgot where they came from. And they've forgotten what it's like to be a small channel. Well, Darren, we need you to get back here, man. Would you agree with that statement, Grant? That a lot of them have forgotten where they came from?
Yeah, I mean that's why I try to answer all my comments. I mean, I'm sure once you get a lot more comments than what I get, it's hard to answer them. But I've quit watching some channels because of that. You know, if I leave a comment on 5 videos in a row and I never get even a heart.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I at least give a heart, but for the most part, I answer every single comment back, and I can sit there one day, like, because a lot of people don't get on until late at night because they work or whatever, and I'll wake up in the morning and have like 15 comments that I got to go through and answer or give a heart, or like right now as I'm sitting here with you guys, I got, like Muscle Car Apparel just sent me a comment, RAD Outdoors just sent me a comment. So while I'm just sitting here with you guys, so
Yeah,
it's a lot for all of us, man. Really, if you think about it.
I've gotten lazy because on a given day I'll get over 100 comments. It's just getting really hard to keep up.
Well, see, the thing is with them big channels is they don't care. They're big now. They don't care that if they answer a comment or give it a heart or whatever, because they know people are still going to comment. But
yeah,
if I ever got that big, I would just pay one of my kids to go on there and answer comments and give hearts, and
yeah,
I would still make sure that my audience got noticed.
Yeah, the thing with my channel right now is like I'm spending 6 to 8 hours a day working on getting guests. It's not easy going and knocking on these people's doors because especially the professional fishermen, a lot of time you have to go through the agents in order to get them to come on your show.
Grant, you need to upgrade that back scratcher, bro.
Yeah, I need something better.
Yeah, let me show you mine. We're in the back scratcher competition here. Let me show you mine. If I could even find it.
Yeah, I got a heart from Tim Wells on a comment, but I had like 900 thumbs up on my comment.
Wow. He just gave you a heart. You didn't respond.
Right.
Wow.
Check it out, Grant. It's a bullet
Huh.
with a rake at the end.
Heck yeah.
Hey, that Greg
Big
Braxford
skin out with it.
responds to every single comment I ever leave on his videos. He usually gives a whole entire sentence on it.
Yeah.
And he's got like 60 or 70,000 people following him.
Tyler's Real Fishing will do that too. When you get into like even bigger guys though that have like 200 plus K, I've never have had one respond.
Yeah, it's just about impossible. Oh, we're gonna do another commercial. And when we come back, we're gonna go back to talking about crankbaits, and we're gonna talk about the different types of crankbaits, the flat bills, and the deep divers. So we're gonna do a quick commercial. I need to get more commercials for people, but I think it's just a good segue to go into something different. So we're just gonna do a quick commercial, and we'll be right back. Hey, if any channel would like to get a commercial on my channel, just let me know, and I'll work something out with you. So what we're going to talk about the difference in the different types of bills. That's why we have a great guest today. We have Yankee Crank. He's going to walk us through the different options and the advantages to each of them. So what's the difference between the different bills on a crankbait, Yankee Crank?
Well, so your bills are going to be your depth primarily, but it can vary depending on if it's squared around. But for the most part, it's your depth rating on a bait. So if you've got a like a really straight bill, it's going to be more of a deep diver. Where if you've got the smaller, shorter, like angled bill, the more it's angled, the shallower it runs. The straighter it is, the deeper it runs.
So if, say, a lot of us, we take them out of the box, we throw the box away, we don't know how to tell how deep a crankbait is going to run. How can we look at the bill and make the judgment? Is it possible?
So I'll just tell you straight out, like there's, for the most part, what I do is on the bill, or on the bait itself, it's not going to affect it. The fish aren't going to notice it. Take a Sharpie, write down this is an 8-foot, this is a 12-foot, this is you just write down the max rating on them. That way, when you go into your box, you've got them.
Yeah, and we all know that the depth's actually controlled by the line that you choose. I mean, if you're running a thicker line, it's going to be up higher, and if you're running a fluorocarbon, it's going to be running deeper than a mono or a braid.
Well, and poundage can make a difference too. Like I can throw a 10-pound line and get it to go deeper on 10-pound line than I can 15-pound.
Yes, it's all got to do with line diameter and drag, right?
Yes, correct.
So why would someone choose a square bill over a rounded bill?
I'm sorry, Cole. What was the other part of it?
Or over a regular type of a square. Why would someone choose to fish a square bill over one that was rounded?
So
that's a good question.
My train of thought is that the square bill, basically the way it hunts, it gives the bait a different action in the water. It reflects off more. It actually goes more of a side to side hunting motion than what your typical round bills do. Like they'll deflect, but they don't deflect like a square bill does. It gives it more of a side-to-side projection under the water. Your rounded most time your rounded bills that are short like that, they're not going to give you the deflection that the square bills. That's why when square bills came out, everybody fell in love with them, and now everybody fishes square bills. You can still catch a decent amount of fish on the round bills as well, though.
Yeah, I think a lot of the viewers out here, they don't understand the difference between a waking uh, crankbait and one that actually does the diving. And I think people, they look at these little and a waking crankbait's gonna have that small bill there, and it's not made to go very deep. If you're going a foot deep on a waking crankbait, you're going too deep. Is that correct?
Yeah, like a wake bait's supposed to ride right on top of the water, and then you have like your skimmers, which is like a baby minus one. A baby minus one is technically a skimmer. It's like the first projection of what a wake bait was going to be like, but it's a skimmer bait. It only sets right underneath the surface. It's for those areas where you have high grass populations, or you have something where you're gonna, you're fishing shallower waters, and it's not it's not a real deep area, and you've got a lot of grass or a lot of structure or something, and you want it just skimming right above that, but right, it's for those areas that it's hard to throw anything else. And so, like the baby minus one is a great bait. Wake baits are the same thing. They're more of a top water, just right under the surface, make a lot of commotion, so the fish will come up and eat them.
Yeah, they kind of give off a vibration, and from my experience, and it's the slower you fish those, the better. That's been my personal experience. If you're yanking on them real fast, a lot of times they're going to dive deeper than they need to.
Yeah, I mean, like what I do with wake baits a lot of time is I fish them like you would a popper. I'll walk them a little bit, like just pop them in around certain structure. Like I'll get them to the structure, and then I'll let them set for a second, and then I'll start kind of popping them a little bit, give some kind of a disturbance, and then I'll go back to cranking it again.
I'm Hook TV wants to know if you make the lipless crankbait.
I do not. I do not. I don't have any lipless crankbaits whatsoever right now. Now, if you've got lipless that you want to send me, I can definitely blast them down and paint them whatever you want me to. But I don't have any kind of a lipless.
Yeah, the lipless crankbaits are more, at least in my experience, I like to jig them.
Yeah,
or rip them out of the grass.
Specifically, one of my favorite lipless crankbaits is made by Lucky Craft. It's an LV 500. I think that's one of the best lipless crankbaits ever made. And the reason being is because the way it's weighted and the body structure of it, when it sets on the bottom, it sets upright. So it doesn't fall to the left or right like most lipless do. It literally sets upright, so you can literally fish it like a jig.
Hey, how you doing on Michigan Outdoors? You just said hi to me.
JNC No Limit TV says, yank your crank. What's your other go-to bait besides a crankbait?
So for me, it's I like slow, methodical hole fishing. I don't like to run around a lot. I like to really concentrate on pulling some decent fish out. So I like plastics. That's my go-to if I'm not fishing crankbait. I want to fish some kind of a plastic, whether it be a wobble head or a shaky head or a Texas rig, honestly. Texas rig, Carolina rig. I do a lot of different stuff, though. I do abnormal stuff sometimes. Like I've got a double drop shot rig that I throw in the slow times, which is a shaky head on bottom, and then you tie a drop shot hook up above it. So you've got two baits going. One looks like it's feeding on the bottom. Other one looks like it's suspended on top. That works pretty good.
Yeah, one thing which I'll do actually is I'll use my crankbaits to locate the fish, and then I'll slow down with plastics.
Yeah, they're definitely, crankbaits are definitely a locator. Bait, that's what people have used them for forever, and even like the big glide baits now that people, the big swim baits like that I've made and that people have out there, they've made those into fishing baits, but technically those were locator baits at one time. You just throw them out, try and get into a school and get the school to come back up, and you could see what kind of fish you had in that school.
Hey, John Ames wants to know if any of your lures are made of wood or are they all plastic?
No, so all of my baits right now that I have are all plastic. I don't hand make wood baits. Not for sale anyways. Like I do prototypes out of wood, but I like hand make them for sale because for one I don't have a machine like a CNC type wood machine, and it takes a tremendous amount of time for that, and for the amount of money that people would want to spend on it, they don't want to. It's not profitable. It's not profitable at all.
Yeah, I'm going to be setting something else up on Patreon, and I'm going to put up put another layer up there. And if you'd like to advertise your channel on Kohl Outdoors, there's going to be a layer up there for you guys to be able to do it.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
And then I'll have a commercial made up like the Blue Wrench Mob there for your channel, and I'll play it every 15, 20 minutes. And there'll be a limit on how many we do. It might be just you get one section every 15 minutes. Or one section per show. Depending on how much interest you get.
Another answer to that question, Cole, just to let everybody know. So, like, there are some wood bait manufacturers out there that have been doing it for years, and they're the masters of it, and they can do them really quick, really fast. I'm not that skilled. I can't cut them out and carve them out and shape them that fast. And those guys do a really good job at what they do. And there are several of those guys out there that are offering baits at reasonable prices. I mean, if I were to try and carve out wood baits, I don't even know what the end cost on that would be.
It'd probably be quite a bit because you'd have a lot of time in them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the thing with custom. You've got a lot of time in it, and time is money, so you've got to charge more for them.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just like with the painting of the crankbaits. I mean, a lot of people are offering those on eBay and other places for like $8. Well, that's awesome that they're able to do that. I can't do that, but it's awesome that they're able to do stuff like that. But then you get guys that'll contact you up and they want, like, for instance, my metal bait or my zombie bait, and they want something like that done on a bait for $8. Well, that's not even feasible. Like, for the amount of time you have in it once it's said and done, it just doesn't make sense, And so that's what you run into a whole lot. And I think that's the struggle with any kind of businesses. They're used to going to the store to get a bait, and those baits are priced reasonable for retail. And it's because they're mass produced. And I think when you get into custom anything, people don't realize how much work goes into it.
Good morning, going on Grumpy. And goodbye, John Ames.
You're in Oklahoma, right?
Correct. Yes, Grant.
Yeah, J&C was asked.
So we're going to do a little segue here, and we're going to go do another channel review. So the first channel to put the number 29 in the chat will get a channel review. So look for the number 29, and if you're on panel, you're disqualified because you just heard it like 20 seconds before they do.
29.
Okay, going on Grumpy. We're going to go to Going on Grumpy, and we're going to check out that channel. So I need to, okay, so Going on Grumpy. So here we go. Okay, Going on Grumpy, YouTube here. Okay, so right here I didn't even subscribe. You must be new here. I'll come back and watch a video for the sticks. But Going on Grumpy, this is awesome here. Try to get your name put up here on your actual cat, because that's what most people are going to come here and look at instantly. I love that your social media is up here, but your banner is going to tell a lot about your channel. You're sitting at 1,143 subscribers right now, which is great. You got a little cat there as an icon. Awesome. So let's take a look at, do you have playlist stuff? You don't have no playlist stuff here, so let's take a look at your videos. Okay, so you've got lots of videos here. Go back and watch my tutorial on how to do your thumbnails because you really want them to pop. A good thumbnail is going to increase your views on your channel by 35%. So make sure you have a great thumbnail because that's going to increase your watch time and your views tremendously, especially if it's on if you're found on a recommended video. Hey, you haven't liked my video yet? And you have this playlist here. Make sure that playlist is placed up here. And actually, right in here, also make sure you make as many playlists as you can. Make a good 4 or 5 of them based on the number of videos you have and put them in different categories because that is where your view times are going to come, especially if you haven't hit that 4,000 hours yet. In the description, jewelry and unjarring, unbagging, hauls, auctions, resale on eBay, Poshmark, and SD, random fun stuff. Really tell a story here. Try to hit your all the keywords in your area because you gotta remember YouTube is a Google search, and if you want to get your channel found as many people as possible, make sure that you're able to find that way. So, Grant, do you have anything to throw in on what I said?
Yeah, I would definitely add more to your description, more keywords, help people find you better in the search. I mean, 48,000 views. Is that what I was seeing?
It's 48,512.
That's pretty good. But definitely adding more keywords and descriptive words on your about section would definitely help more people find you.
Okay, so thanks. Boom. Okay, there we go. You're welcome, Grumpy. And if you're new here, make sure you guys are hitting that red button underneath my name. I haven't seen my Pikachu in a while. Have you guys?
Have not. I haven't since I've been live with you.
So we have
Kohl, I got to get out of here. I got a doctor's appointment. I appreciate you having me up here. Thanks for having me. Grant,
anytime, man.
Frank. See you guys around.
Have a good day, Ken.
We'll see you later, Ken.
See you later, Ken.
You fellas.
Yeah, we got immortal hourglass in here. Awesome.
Not today, that Mosier boy. I've seen him last night on A&J's live. Holland Ash hasn't been in here in a while, has he?
Who?
Holland Ash.
I don't think he's ever been here, has he?
If he has, it hadn't been recently.
Yeah. Because I don't even know if I know him. I know who I miss is Old Buzztail. He hasn't been in here forever.
Yeah, that blue cat he caught on his last video, that was a pig.
Josh Green has some big ones too.
I'm thinking about making another show to go along with this one. Kind of starting to build up my TV network.
On like a different time slot or what?
Yeah, a different time slot. You'll have this time slot here, and then I'll have another TV show somewhere else during the day. Because the more shows you have on here, it gives more variety for more people to find you.
Right.
The way I look at my channel is it's like a TV network. You have different shows on during the day.
So what would your other channel be, Kohl? Or what would you like your TV show? What would it be about?
I'm not sure yet. I put a poll out and people to vote on it.
That's cool.
Because at the end of the day, if no one's watching it, I probably shouldn't be making it.
Yeah.
I think the morning shows are going absolutely awesome, though. I mean, they're having lots of awesome guests. And we keep over 20 people in here most of the time.
That's awesome.
A Catch and Cook Farmcast has recommended.
Catch and Cook would be awesome.
You should do one for us over the pond. You only got 3 inches having game cherry farm? You're lucky. I got like 4.5, 5. How the dance channel?
The floss.
Texas Fishing Forest, welcome.
Even my comments are acting up.
Yeah, everything's acting up today. I don't understand why. And I am currently trying to get that 4,000 hours. And honestly, if you guys really want to help me out, you're up there scrolling is my donation list, my help list up here for donating to my channel. I'm working on getting a really good studio set up. So if you guys want to help me out. And I'm going to be building more commercials. I want to expand my commercial out to like that's going to be playlist is going to be in your you got to go to your YouTube channel settings, and then it's in there. Someone's watching The Price is Right.
Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all, have y'all seen the crawfish where he cooked the crawfish, caught them and cooked them?
No, I haven't.
Purple Gang.
Purple Gang.
I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen all of his dollar store stuff.
Yeah, it was a dollar store crawfish etouffee or something, and he caught crawfish in a trap that he made, and then he boiled them up right there on the side of the creek and made crawfish etouffee. It looked pretty good.
Kohl, please don't overdo the commercials. Yeah, I don't plan on overdoing them. I use them for segues every 15, 20 minutes. It kind of it breaks up the show and lets me change topics without it feeling awkward. That's why I've only done a couple of them. But when I do them, I'd like to change topics. And I want to thank Infantry Outdoors for recommending that because it makes it flow a lot better. And I want to be able to give you guys a bathroom break during the middle of these things. And also great ways to change topics and get back on topic.
You know, do either one of you fish wiggleworts?
I've never heard of a wigglewort.
They made them. They had them pre-Rapala, and then Storm Lure Company. Basically.
I know Storm Lure Company. I still buy those up here.
Yeah. So the pre after because
okay.
Yeah, because the molds were messed up. The pre-Rapala wigglewort molds, and they're high dollar. I mean, if you look at them, they're not cheap. Like it's $20, like usually minimum for one. And then like if you get the crawl patterns, they can go up from there. And for a while, it was like a crazy surge, where there was one that went for like $4,400. Yeah, yeah. But the thing about them is, like, the thing that made them so good was whatever this malfunction is. Like, normally if you fish a crankbait of any kind, the bill has to dig into something to reflect and do some weird stuff. These, you could get them up to a certain speed, and just automatically they would do it.
Oh, wow. I know a lot of times, it's like for crankbaits, you want to deflect off things. It's like when you're fishing lures going around the world, hey, not a good idea to send them to me because I want to run them in stump fields. Not if you want to catch something.
I went swimming for a couple.
And you know what I'm talking about. If you're not deflecting on something, you're not going to catch anything on that crank bait.
Yeah, that's the number one rule that you have to get over with fishing crankbaits. And I had to learn it early on, but like, you're not going to catch anything if you're not throwing in the thick stuff. And most people don't want to throw crankbaits in thick stuff because they'll get it hung up. But I lost a lot of money and time as a kid learning how to get through that and get out of it.
Well, the worst thing you can do when you get stuck is set your hook on it. Pull hard on it. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take those treble hooks and you're going to drag it right into wherever you were fishing. Best thing to do is slack your line and then like a bow and arrow, just flick it. That'll help you. And then if that doesn't work, go the opposite. Take your boat and go the opposite way and get on the other side of that crankbait if possible and pull it that way.
Yeah. Well, you know they sell those lure retrievers now.
Oh yeah.
That are and they're I don't know how much they are, but they sell those lure retrievers now. But you know what we used to do? We used to take those big, like they're 1 ounce or 2 ounce, like catfishing weights. They look like they're just round and they're kind of flat on either side.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You take a pair of wire cutters. Yeah, just put it on your line and throw it down there. That does the exact same thing.
Yeah. But if you're in a pinch, just quickly just like a bow and arrow snap, and that will do it a lot of times.
Yeah.
Bass Pro Shops has them for $14, is what PD Fishing just said.
Bass Pro Shops has them?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw them. I saw some. I think it was Cabela's. I saw it at, and they had them. And honestly, it just didn't make sense to me to buy it when I can get those weights for a fraction of the cost.
Yeah, you can home make them too. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Oh, Hook TV says never lost a bait using a lure retriever. I've lost baits on it with them.
Yeah, I've definitely.
I've lost lure retrievers with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Find some rope under some rocks, and it's a bad day.
Oh, yeah. Or get caught in a barbed wire fence that's underneath the water. Because you're trying to go, you're going along when this old farm that's been flooded. And a lot of times I like going along. There's one in one of the ponds I fish, and I'll go through and I'll try to take the crankbait just where it bounces off the poles because they're still standing underneath the water. And you get hung up in that barbed wire, there's nothing you can really do because your bait will wrap around it.
Yeah, it's pretty much done at that point because I mean, there's sometimes you just can't get them back.
Yeah.
Now the worms was a one-time deal, JNC.
I think the craziest spot I fished is a flooded graveyard. You go in there and you can actually take your crankbaits and make them hit the old tombstones and catch them.
No, I'm out on that. No. I'm out on that. That's not no.
No, that's pretty creepy.
There's some. Yeah, that's something bad's gonna happen at that point. You're gonna be out there, and all of a sudden the lightning is gonna start coming down or something.
But it's really good bass there. Why wouldn't I go fish them?
Where's that at?
No way, man.
Derek, where's that at? Is that close to you?
Yeah, that's close to me.
That's crazy. I can't imagine that. Like fishing a submerged graveyard. That'd be weird.
I'll take you there and we'll fish it. I won't tell you you're fishing it though.
Well, I definitely hope you don't have Panoptics or that live view stuff that you can. All of a sudden, you see something you don't want to see.
Track for Jay Outdoors. Who's your back outdoors? G-Money Strong Outdoors. A couple new guys coming in. Good morning.
The fishing is really dead.
So MD Outdoors just asked, how do you make a crankbait run true when it's not? So it's all to do with the wire on the front of the bait. Depending on which direction it's running is to which direction you're going to set your wires. So it's like you're going to turn it to the left or right. There's a video though on my channel where I show that. It's like a tutorial on how to tune crankbaits, and a lot of times you'll tune them for going under bridges and all that. But it's kind of hard to It's easier to show somebody than it is to describe it.
Yeah, I honestly, I'll have two thin crankbaits. I'll tune one to go left and one to go to right. And I'll keep one, and I'll go along the dock, and I'll pick up my one pole and fish it into the dock this way. I guess the other side, I have to pick up that pole and cast towards that dock because I want to run underneath the dock and go off the pilings.
Yeah. I mean, that's the that a lot of people. It's surprising, but a lot of people tune baits like that. They tune them to go up underneath docks, so they don't have to try and flip it underneath there. Works good though.
That's absolutely the best way I've ever found to use a crankbait. Even like if I'm going along, if I find that the crankbaits was fishing that day, I'll throw them up along trees and do that same thing.
Yeah.
Because the key to a crankbait is making sure that you are actually hitting the targets that you're casting at. And this is awesome. I got 67-1. And Barry D, how you doing? Yeah, we go to noon every single day, guys.
65.
Hanbury DEA, good morning.
Up north outdoors is sitting at swimming class making weird noises, and the teacher told the kid at my table that he can move away from me if he wants. So if anyone wants to call in, the phone number is up there. You guys can call in and talk to us.
What kind of weird noises?
Yeah, what kind of weird noises? Yeah, honestly, I mean, I think the commercials have done their job today because we got right into a good topic right after every single one. Trying to keep us on topic. Uh-oh, Grant's been called.
No, that was the Blue Wrench Mob notification.
Oh. Yeah, let's see here. We have a pretty good guest tomorrow, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun having this person on. We have Jason Hamlet on tomorrow, guys. It's absolutely awesome. Do you know who Jason Hamlet is?
That name sounds familiar, but no.
He is the he has the hunting podcast. He has the I Hunt, You Hunt, We Hunt, and that's a podcast. So we have a podcaster coming on tomorrow. He has a huge following. Just on Twitter alone, he has 4,788 people following him. So it's going to be a great chance for us to have a hunting talk tomorrow, which is going to be something different. We haven't had a real hunting talk in a long time.
That's going to be cool.
So he'll be here for like an hour tomorrow, and we're going to actually have him here. So I know Grant's going to probably take the lead in that one, talking about his duck hunting.
I used to hunt. I haven't done it in years now, but I used to hunt. I think dragging the deer out we put them in a deal. I think that was it.
Hey, Fireman Foo, 1988, welcome. Yeah, but that is just one thing. It's going to be absolutely great tomorrow. We're going to have an actual hunting show. We haven't had one of those in a while.
That's really cool.
Awesome on Heaven's Gates, Cherry Farm. Which dam? 5 channels or loud? Oh, yeah, Alcona. Pretty bad. I know the area quite well.
Is that like a creek chub?
A goby. It's an invasive species up here.
Oh, okay.
I was fixing to say, aren't gobies saltwater?
Nope.
No.
They're one of those strange fish that can live in both.
That's weird. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a goby.
Oh, good. Kevin Gates says all of them. He's like, you'll always knows my spots.
PD Fishing says, does anybody fish at night? I have had some great night fishing, bass fishing and crappie fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
C, what's up? Muscle
Night-
car appraisal.
What's up, Jimmy C? And Heaven's Gate says they're ugly. Yeah, we have about 10
Night
minutes.
fishing with a.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, night fishing with a black buzzbait, spinner bait, or any kind of crankbait that's like a dark color is great. Fantastic fishing.
Oh, yeah. And Muscle Car's appraisal says hi to Grant.
Muscle car appraisal, good morning.
Hey, good morning,
Yes.
guys.
I've got a few crappie fishing videos from last year. That night, we had some really good luck. But I haven't done any bass fishing videos at night. I used to go over to Kentucky Lake, and they're on the road goes to the dam. There's a bunch of street lights, so you could see really good. So we just go up and down that road one way and then back the other. And one night, me and my buddy, we both caught over 40 bass.
Hey,
That's awesome.
I think Up North Outdoors just got in trouble for being on YouTube because he has to go.
Heaven's Gate's got a 20-inch crappie. Nice.
That's a huge
Yeah.
crappie.
That is
There are
huge.
huge crappies up here if you can find them.
We caught one that was two. It was a little over two. It was right over two last year, which that's a good sized crappie.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Grant,
one
are you
of my
going
first.
live tonight?
Probably not. I was trying to go live last night, and my YouTube was acting up. But Wednesday nights is date night with the wife, so
Oh, yeah, I know.
probably not tonight.
See, I'll text every once in a while and tell him to stop watching YouTube. He's supposed to be paying attention to the fight. And Grant's laughing. And Janet's watching, I think.
Yeah, she was. Well, she's listening. She's got her Bluetooth in. She's delivering the mail, so.
Santee Cooper. Yeah, I've heard that's a good fishery.
Yeah. Oh, we got 14 still watching, guys. We're about to wind down the show in about 8 minutes. So we're gonna go. We're gonna invade someone's live stream like always at the very end. And Jenna says she's here. Oh, everyone! Goober Outdoors is going live at 7 p.m. Central Time, guys. Come and hang out with Goober Outdoors. Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm's going to come steal your worms, Grant.
You should post a picture or a video of your 3-pound crappie or your 20-inch crappie. I'm assuming that's well over 3 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's got to be
Heaven's
that's
Gate.
got to be 4, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, Heaven's Gate
That's
Cherry Farm. We're still getting pizza in February sometime, which is going to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah, Goobert, I will be eating supper at 7, but I will definitely stop in and say hi.
Grant, do you do any kind of tournaments, crappie tournaments?
No, there's a local church that does the tournament just for fun, and then they feed everybody fish afterward. I'll get in that every now and then, but that's it.
Hey, Joyce, make sure you check out everyone here and make sure you hit that red button underneath my name because it helps us grow and it helps us become a lot better community. And everyone, make sure you go check out Joyce McGuire.
Joyce, I've seen her somewhere before.
And I know I have too. She says she's new here, and I know I've seen her before. But when someone says they're new, I always have to say that. Oh.
Yeah, there might be some crappie tournaments around here, but
Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm says, yes, we are, and I will put up the fish in my next video. Awesome.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I don't think
I fished my first.
I was going to say, I don't think I can eat that 30-inch pizza. We might just get a couple 16-inch pizzas. I know my wife's looking forward to coming out there and having her breakfast pizza that they got out there. Yeah, remember, that's one of the few – Main Street Pizzeria is one of the few places that she can actually eat because she's allergic to tomatoes. They have an awesome breakfast pizza there.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I just found out I was allergic, and so it's been challenging trying to figure out what you're going to eat for dinner and lunch and stuff like that.
Scuba Outdoors, you live in Louisiana. Yes, there is crappie in Louisiana.
Surely so.
Have you not ever gone out and tried to catch them? Wow, we are building back up. We're up to 18-inch. Yeah, that's a 46-inch pizza. Well, we'll probably take some home to the girls because they'll probably be in school that day. Because we'll do, yeah. Joy says she loves pizza. And we'll have to live stream it. We have 4 minutes left in the show, guys, so we're going to get off in about 4 minutes after we find someone to invade. We do it the same way every day. Goober Outdoors hasn't ever caught a crappie, guys.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. Goobers, get out there. Get out there with some little jigs. Start throwing around docks.
That's all around docks, and he's in Louisiana. If he's fishing on cypress trees, that's where I'd go.
Yeah, cypress stumps.
Look for about 6 to 8 foot of water, and just throw some little jigs at them. You'll catch them.
Yeah, make sure if you get somebody, and I see a lot of saying I got you and that, make sure you go and leave a comment on their video. That way it sticks.
Hey, Grant, I think I finally surpassed you today. I'm almost at 1,200 now.
Surpassed me again? What do you mean, finally?
Well, I slowed down, and I actually went to a few live streams this morning. But it's not that I've slowed down because I want to. It's because I have to work on making sure everything is put in the right orders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've
what do you mean, Rocky? You didn't miss me live. Come on in here.
All the live streams I go to is the same old people.
Yeah, I try to branch out and go to new places. You kind of got. That's why I let you guys pick someone that I don't think I know. It's like yank your crank actually picked someone I didn't know today. I went in there. I think that's the best way to find new people is going to new streams. Besides, when you invade and they tell you put you in timeout for raiding them, that was insane. I should have told everyone to hit the thumbs down and let everyone leave.
Wow. What did they ever tell you why they put you in timeout?
They thought we were spamming their chat. There's only 4 of them in there, and we came in there with like 16 to 20 people. So we went in there, we really invaded their stream and made it. Showed them some love, and they put us all in timeout or blocked us.
That's funny.
Did they not realize that that's how you grow your channel? So let me see who we have live right now. We have a minute, and let me see if I can find someone to invade. that I don't think it's ever sent us to. Phone lines are now closed. We'll go over and we're going to raid someone new. I think this would be an excellent place to actually do a raid.
Witch on the Wheels is up right now.
Yeah, but we go in there all the time.
Yeah, we've raided several times, yeah.
She usually doesn't even acknowledge the raid.
Oh, okay.
I'll go through and say hi to everyone, but she won't acknowledge the raid. So we're going to go over here. This is just in time prepping. I'm going to use hashtag Kohl Raiders. Okay? So everyone come in here. We're going to go hashtag Kohl Raiders, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll let the other guests say goodbye.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and thank you, Cole, for letting me be on this live panel, and I appreciate it. And Grant, thank you, and just thank you to everybody. I was excited. This was a good time.
Yep, been fun. Seen you on 2 live streams last night.
Yeah, no.
Well, okay.
Hopefully it's helping you grow.
It is. It definitely is. Thank you, guys. That's amazing. It really is. I appreciate everybody.
Okay, everybody, let's go. Hashtag Kohl Raiders.
Yep, everybody have a great day.
Have a good one, everybody.
Have a great day, everybody.